Well, today we're at Murwillumbah and I'm talking with Tony Buttress. Tony Buttress is a naturopath. He runs his own business called Lifestream Health, and he's also involved in healthy organics. From a naturopath and organic health perspective, welcome to Infinite Choices Convention, Tony.
Thank you, Andrew.
No problem. Tony, can you enlighten us as to your own offering and why you want to be involved in the Infinite Choices Convention?
That's a good question. I think what you're doing, Andrew, here is brilliant, because there's a lot of people out there that do want to get involved in doing something for the community, and I believe there are solutions out there to many problems, and it's just a matter of getting some people together. And what I would offer is, for a start, I'm a naturopath and a nutritionist. I've been in the natural health industry for about 30 years, and in that time I've been researching more and more, and as I research I realise that health should be simple and getting back to the basics. We're looking at the soil now. I have a website called Healthy Organics, and what I'm getting into is high bricks food, and high bricks food or high bricks gardening means that we're measuring the nutrition in the plants, or we're measuring the actual sugars which coincide with what sort of nutrition's in the ground. And what I'm finding is there's a link between the soil and health. Actually, Dr. Reams back in the 50s said that you can't fix people unless you fix the soil, and many people know this, and it's coming true. I do use supplements in the clinic, and I think they're important, but the bottom line is, if you have high nutrition food, it's another name for it is high bricks, but it's high nutrition food, then that will work better for our health than taking a pill, because it has all the different nutrients in there. There's 15,000 odd nutrients in food or more that are working together, where if we're taking a supplement, it helps, but there's only like 10, 20, 30 nutrients, so there's a huge difference. So what we want to do is go beyond organic, beyond biodynamic. We can improve on the food we have today.
So that transition to where you're at, it's is it a journey that is getting more traction and readiness for people to be part of?
Yes, there's a lot of interest out there. There's a lot of information out there about high nutrition food, and people are beginning to see that there is a difference in taste, texture, size of food, and the benefits to their health. They're noticing a difference, a huge difference. And when we talk high bricks and low bricks, we're saying there's different types of nutrients when the food is high bricks, and different types of nutrients when there's low bricks, different sugars. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to get into the complicated stuff, but the sugars are important. There's good sugars and there's bad sugars, long chain and short chain. The long chain sugars are more readily available in high bricks food, and they are the healers. Mm-hmm. They actually heal. The short chain sugars, we're having a lot of problems with sugar, yeast, fungus, things like that, and the short chain sugars are causing some of those problems. But there is a solution.
Indeed. And the event, Infinite Choices, is all about choosing to support the solutions. So I'm glad that you're putting your hat in the ring in that space. What you offer could have wider collateral release benefits in other spaces, and we were discussing some of those before. What might you want to share in that space?
Well, my goal for 20 years has been to open a health centre, but that hasn't happened, obviously. But the thing is, there's a lot of people out there that need help with depression. Depression is increasing at a rapid rate. Detoxing alcohol and drugs, There's a big problem in our community there, and if we have our gardens, our little centre, whatever we need out there with a team, the food will be beneficial for them, but not only the food, is them getting involved in the garden, which is very therapeutic.
Sure.
Because they've found little microbes in the soil that actually act like serotonin. Yeah. So it's very therapeutic to be working in the garden, but not only that, the nutrition in the soil or in the plants with high bricks will be benefiting those people.
So Mother Nature herself is very nurturing in that space. And one of the things I was intrigued by what you said was that the nutritional food would be good for them, and the detoxing process involved in that would be good for them. So what would be good for you to make that happen would be to get access to some land or some support or some resources, yeah?
That would be great. If we had, you know, a few acres, doesn't have to be huge acreage, a few acres, you know, we could, if it's either already set up with cabins, or we could build cabins, a couple of cabins and a house and gardens, fruit trees.
Yep.
That would be ideal, and have a little team to work with us. That would be great.
Well, luck per fortune, my friend, because a guy I spoke to recently said he's going to buy a property of 20 acres in this region, and he wants to put 4 acres of that land up for the right person in the right space with the right attitude and the right commitment to the community. So that could be a nice match-up of needs and offerings there.
That would be great. There is a need out there, and we have solutions, and people need help, and I want to help people. That's the bottom line.
Good on you, Tony. Good on you. Well, Tony, thank you for sharing with us what you can offer, and the symbiosis and the brokering of conversations and the match-ups of needs and offerings is what it's about.
Sure.
And let's watch this space in regards to potentially helping you there. Is there anything else you want to share with the Infinite Choices fraternity, or those willing to get involved, in regards to what you yourself offer?
I just want to say that Andrew's doing a really good thing here, and a team, if you want to get involved, if you've got something to offer, get involved with Andrew, because there is a need out there, and different types of people, whether it be naturopaths, massage therapists, whatever, mental health practitioners, gardeners, whatever, we need a team, and that's what it's all about, working together with different people. I can't do it all, Andrew can't do it all, so I want to thank you for interviewing me and getting this thing started.
My pleasure, Tony. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. What people with depression are going through, and like I said before, it's really increasing, is they're all coming from different backgrounds. Because I've been through it, because of a bad childhood, it can be nutritional, it can be hereditary, it can be the neurotransmitters out of balance, like serotonin and dopamine and all those feel-good chemicals. It can be a lot of things, but what we can do is we have a neurotransmitter test we can do to see if their neurotransmitters or their brain chemistry is out of balance. But once they start getting out into the garden, eating good nutrition, nutrition is more powerful than what people think. It can balance the body chemistry over a period of time. So there are a lot of solutions. There's certain supplements that can balance the chemistry, but the main thing is, well, love, having a sense of belonging, and nutrition, and getting out into the sunshine and doing a little bit of work in the garden as well. So there's a lot of different ways we can help with depression.
Yeah, I've got a view on depression. with no judgment whatsoever, is that everyone who's not happy with their life or depressed in some way has in actual fact a responsibility for their own life.
Yes.
And we can help them respond with the natural ability they have.
Exactly.
And if we fix up the chemical imbalances, if we fix up a sense of purpose, if we give them a grounding on nature or nurturing, their abilities can have a chance to come to the surface, so that they're not stuck in a rut of mentality that is, I can't.
Sure.
They open up to what they can.
Sure. Well, that's true too. And you know, the idea is we're not going to solve everyone's problems, but there's a lot of people we can help, I believe.
I'm sure you can, Tony. Thank you.
Thank you.